welcome to this week's Adventure Beginners, guys. We had a little bit of miscommunication, or not, I guess not miscommunication, just sort of
We just forgot.
forgot.
I
that we were
showed
gonna
up
be a
when I
little
said
late.
I'd show up.
So yeah, we usually play on Mondays, but play on Thursday because some other stuff is going on, and we thought we were at regular time, but it's at 8:30, so a half hour late, and yeah. So somewhere, I guess Jimmy told us that we were gonna be late, but everyone else didn't know.
Travis, remember?
I think so. I'm the only one that remembers this, though, so take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did, and we're just all stupid and ignored it. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of always ignore what he says, so.
Anyways, what have you guys been up to? Who's dropped the most money on the Steam sale? Who's done it?
I have not.
Hopefully I'm
bought-
pointing to Allison.
Or I guess that's a better question. Who's not dropped any money on the Steam sale? Because that is impressive.
Today was my first $10.
First
I have
$10
not actually bought anything on Steam.
What?
Well,
ever
that's
in your
Oh,
life.
did they not have it on Aussie Land? Is it like,
No, I haven't. I just haven't seen something that I want yet.
Like you never bought
Does it train
anything?
me?
have you ever browsed Steam? Like, ever?
I have.
Okay.
I got games on Steam. I just haven't bought anything through the Steam sale.
Oh, okay.
I said 5! I only spent
My
18
brother has it on
hours.
already, so it doesn't really interest me to get it myself.
I think I've dropped $20 total now on the Steam sale. I bought Harry Potter or Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings, and then today I broke down and bought Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
The Lego games are great.
Yeah,
Love Lego games.
I got the Lego Lord of the Rings after Kaven mentioned it. I was like, yes, I must buy this. It sounds great.
And
Yeah, I haven't spent anything yet this summer.
well, good. You're ahead of the game.
Oh,
No,
Civ
sucked
is
in.
now 75% off.
Because like this summer sale, they're even making it more like a game, and like you're on teams. Whoever has the most points, you can maybe get free games at the end of the day. It's genius how Steam markets marketing. But
It's marketing.
that's how they do it.
Oh my
Let
god,
me,
Kerbal
let me
Space
sell you
Program!
on how we're gonna sell you on buying games.
Kerbal Space Program, oh my god.
Yeah, I
Kerbal
considered
Space
buying
Program.
that. I was like, I might.
Banner Saga is on 50% off right now, which I almost bought, but I'm not gonna play it right now anyway because I just bought other games, so I might as well just wait till it's on.
Yeah.
Might as well wait till next year to buy it, I guess. Anyways,
Sweet.
has anyone been doing anything crazy, or we had like a small Steam summer intro?
Germany beat the USA today. But the USA still wins, so it's great.
Wow, I have to go.
Oh,
USA,
whatever.
USA.
In other news, Allison is getting deported.
Get out.
So, your new
Oh, hell,
character.
Canada.
Whatever. Oh, we have to do our usual, like, quick...
Dude, it was like David versus Goliath, and Goliath won. There's no fun in that.
But USA
Oh, whatever.
still
We still
advances. USA. USA.
Not only that, they
USA.
almost tied it up at the very
USA.
end of the game, too. God, that would have been sweet justice if they had scored a last-second goal just like Portugal did.
That was so
Oh,
rough.
man.
That Portugal game was so rough.
But yeah,
Hail Canada?
I spent like my whole
Canada,
day
dude.
in DC today, so that was fun. It was really, really hot. Really hot. And I had to walk around in a suit, which was not fun. It takes an hour.
Was it a
with-
pantsuit?
Yeah, it was like pants, like long sleeve shirt and jacket. Yeah, I don't really
Spandex
like
suit,
do
you
skirts,
know.
so it was like I'm dying. Yeah, so it's like it takes like an hour to get there, like not driving. So I had to take a bus to the metro, and then I had to take the metro, and then I had to walk 5 or 6 blocks, and I was dying. It was, God.
It happens.
Yeah, but that was my day today. And then bottling beer later, helping with it. So yeah,
Sweet.
nothing too exciting. Anyways, all right. What about everyone else? I guess.
Anyone else? Jimmy?
Yeah, so last Monday, not this past Monday, but the week before was my birthday, and then we didn't hold it this Monday because my dad's birthday was on Monday, and I cooked dinner, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting all this shit for changing the day around because I celebrate birthdays. Unlike Travis, who blows off his friends' birthdays to play D&D.
Not at all. I went out last night, you asshole.
I thought it was
You're here. Credit to you. But this
No, it was
Yesterday.
last night. It was last
Right
night,
way.
not tonight.
this is
Rough
my
score for
project.
your character.
I've been working on this for a while, but I bought my first turntable, and I now have my and a used receiver. I now have my computer all wired up to an
Oh,
audio
snap.
receiver. So pretty sweet.
So DJ Jimmy.
No, not like that. Just like I
know.
never
I know.
owned like an
DJ
LP player, so I just wanted one, and then throw in the receiver just because I need it. And now
Nice.
I have baller sound system and crappy speakers to play it all on. So
Are you an audiophile, Jimmy?
no, I think I could be when I'm fabulously wealthy someday, but
All right.
I'd like to be, but I don't want to get too interested in it when people on some of these forums are like, because I was doing research to see if the $10 receiver at the thrift store was even worth $10 if it wasn't working and if it had to get repaired. And so I went through these forums, and people were like, oh, don't bother buying a receiver, if you're going to spend only a couple hundred. You need to really go above the $5,000 mark. And I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
People comparing the various parts, like, well, this one was $1,000, but I found it wasn't as good as the $900 one. However, it fits my $8,000. It's
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is
So-
not a cheap hobby, it sounds like.
No. Then the people who remodel their whole rooms that they're going to be sitting and listening to music or watching stuff in, they remodel it to have optimal distance
Acoustic
from.
value.
Yes.
No thanks.
It's its own world, man. But other than that, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my camera for the day. But other than that, like there, yeah. So let's play some D&D. I don't know. Anyone else got anything new and interesting?
Josh likes Canada.
Josh was,
Blame Canada.
Josh was
Blame Canada.
Oh, so this is
With the
cool.
exception of maybe almost TPKing my party in a different campaign, not much.
Yeah, you were talking stuff that I didn't understand. It was way over my head.
Yeah, Princess
Ripping a
Day-
hole in another plane and people getting
Yeah,
sucked
so-
in, but you're not trolling them. You were just almost dying.
No, so,
Repeatedly going in and out.
basically, it was only half the group, so the three of us went into the desert, and a frostworm tried to eat us, and those things
Well, that's
explode on death.
Oh, that's also.
And my character is lawful evil, so he didn't really give a shit about collateral damage all that much. So he shot it and blew it up, and he assessed the situation. It was possible for the other guy to survive, but he just went over the -10. And he was into some serious dark stuff with
And,
some
yeah,
deity in the void plane, and he sort of opened a dimensional rift, and I got sucked in and got killed as well.
Sweet.
That sucks.
Sick,
Oh.
sick.
Also, I just noticed that there's a zoomy function on Roll20 now, besides the magnifying glass.
That's what I was talking about in the
Is that?
beginning.
I thought you were talking about on Google Hangouts, and I was like, I don't see what he's talking about, but maybe I will
No.
later. Oh,
So
snap.
yes,
It's-
the zoom in feature on Roll20, the top right corner of the window, it's so good.
So much.
I love it.
You
Oh,
no
it's
longer
so
have
much
to be like, wait, do I want 60% or 70%?
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
I hated that. Or it's like, oh, I'm too far zoomed in. Now I have to choose which percent will work the best, and then refigure out where I am on the screen. It was really annoying.
Travis,
Yes. Sorry, I
How
am.
was your-
I'm
no, it's
getting
fine.
some stuff ready.
it's been an abrupt
Oh,
intro.
so I've got one last piece of news. Did you any NHL hockey fans out there?
I mean,
Couldn't
I
care
watch hockey, yeah.
Yeah, Travis, you into
Couldn't
it?
care less.
Damn it, you should know better.
You
Well,
can talk to me.
I
this
root
coming-
for the
this
Kings
coming
because I grew up in
December
LA.
31st, Allison, this coming December 1st, the Winter Classic is going to be held in DC. Washington, DC.
Interesting.
Oh,
Last
Yeah,
year
no.
was somewhere in Michigan, and it snowed while they played hockey, which was pretty
That's
awesome.
pretty sweet.
The Winter Classic is always held outdoors, basically. It's like
I
old-
like hockey
old-
because there's violence. That's the main reason I like to watch it, because they hurt each other.
Nice.
you could
You-
just
you
watch
and my wife both.
UFC or boxing.
I mean, maybe if I could watch it in person. I don't know.
No.
Hockey is just great. They're so graceful, like on their skates, and then so violent, and it's just I love watching it because of
That
that.
is soccer, man. The games are blessedly short. Like, it's a set period of time. You know, soccer will add a few stoppage minutes at the end, but like, you can guarantee that the games are gonna be over in like 2 hours, basically.
So what you want a mix of figure skating and UFC? Is what you want, like gracefulness but violence at the same time.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
actually not a bad comparison.
Like they enter the arena on like a nice little planned out dance or whatever, and then they have to beat the crap out of each other on the ice.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
Next Olympics, let's pitch the idea.
Oh.
Yeah. Any other news? I haven't done much. I've been playing lots of Dota, and I went on a hike last
and Harry
weekend.
Potter.
And Harry Potter trivia. This is actually new, so I might be streaming later after this, but I found this app on the phone. You can get an iPhone or Android called QuizUp, and there's all kinds of different categories. And I got addicted to Harry Potter trivia because I'm a big Harry Potter nerd, as you can tell from my name, which is Pep.
I feel like I would destroy you in Harry
Oh
Potter.
yeah, let's do
Alright.
it.
I feel like I would.
Gauntlet thrown.
How many
do it.
times have
Yeah.
you read the series? Like the
How many
whole
times?
series?
The whole
Yeah.
series? At least
Yes.
5.
Child.
But the fourth
Bitch,
book,
please.
the fourth book
Okay,
I've read
okay.
like the most, I think.
D&D, let's not argue over
Okay,
Harry
and
Potter.
I will agree that Goblet of Fire, which is not the best
Oh,
name
God.
for that book,
It's the
is the
best
best
damn
one of the
book.
series.
Like, I mean, like
Absolutely.
that.
Best of the
I
series.
think that is like when I had the most time to sit down and read the fourth book. So I think I've read the fourth book like over 25 times.
Oh shit! Well, okay.
Just the fourth.
I've
book.
read
That's like
I've read the whole series. I think I made through like 11 or 12.
Okay. Well, Travis,
the whole
if you want to
series.
settle this on QuizUp, I will settle this on QuizUp.
Okay.
So.
We will do this. We will throw down. Be prepared to be crushed unless it's
Do it.
Goblet.
And you might get addicted. I don't want to. Like, that's a possibility. I'm in the top 10 of the state of Washington on the Harry Potter QuizUp.
You're like absolving yourself of responsibility here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you start playing this nonstop and like starve to death or something, it's not my fault.
All right. I'll try not to.
Oh, you guys.
Okay,
Okay,
so
D&D.
we should probably do some Dungeons and the Dragoning.
Where we left it.
Cool.
The
Yeah,
Dungeons
yeah.
and
So what week is it?
34.
35.
35. Isn't-
What?
34.
34. Where we last left off, our intrepid adventurers had unfortunately suffered yet another loss. Amareth was taken from them by the acid and claws and teeth of a chimera and carried off to the north from your trip around the rift. The rest of the party soldiered on to Sagni, I believe it was, where they met up with Mizudi's former mentor. And I actually have updated the map to black out things that in places you haven't been yet.
Oh, wow.
And places you don't have knowledge of. So you'll see like the capitals and of the areas and the cities you visited, as well as kind of your hometowns. Allison's new characters isn't highlighted yet, or I should say the towns to your home cities.
Is it?
But yeah, you guys met up with Lysantha, the famous dragon hunter, who's well into her 400s
Oh,
at this
there it goes.
point, but was well renowned for having fought a dragon a couple hundred years ago. And yeah, you guys, I believe, you met Faunalin, also known as Fawn. Who's Amareth's new character, obviously, and
Allison's new
resolved.
character. No more Amareth. She's dead.
No
All that's
more
left is
Allison's new character, sorry. And I believe you resolved to try and find and fight the Chimera, though you kind of said that you didn't really decide on a whole lot. And you guys, I believe, were just leaving Lysantha's manor when we stopped.
Yeah.
After I kind of
So-
insulted the group. without really meaning to, but whatever.
Yeah, I believe Lysantha suggested, you guys had mentioned trying to find the beast that had killed your friend, and hearing what it was, Lysantha mentioned that that would be a good challenge for Faunalin, and perhaps might, be a bonding experience. Great way to pick up a new character. So, what are you guys doing?
Is Durian back with us after his secret convo?
We've already
Yes, Durian had a quick
Shit,
conversation
where are those notes? Okay.
afterwards about magic that could bring people back,
Bum, bum, bum.
and then rather sadly asked when Lysantha didn't have any answers about things that would make him forget. She suggested that he try to keep his friend's memory alive and not turn to drink. So we'll see if he follows that advice. Party.
With his sword that makes beer.
Whispering something to you real quick.
Oh, sure. Ah, and I did do a reveal of sorts, if that's what you're whispering. Though it, the contact? Oh, yes. Yes, Durian had asked, if Lysantha knew anyone who would know about, I don't remember how you phrased it, but about the inscription on the tablet that you have.
Yeah, I asked after the. Let me pull up the tablet. I asked after the lands of Shumira and the House of the Winds, or what I specifically.
Yeah.
referred to.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't know either of those, though you did ask about magical lore in general, and she pointed you to one of the counselors of CN, which the nation itself is ruled by a council of 7, and she pointed you to Lord Vellum Nilo, who is from Astoria, I believe.
Vellum.
Ian.
No. En.
Vellum.
Vellum
Ian.
Nilo.
Yeah, and I'll spell that for you.
One of 7 counselors. And did she say anything about him being in CN, the capital, or in Astoria?
She said he was Lord of Astoria and is part of the council. So he spends time in both the capital and Astoria and various other places, I'm sure.
Got it.
Sweet.
Okay.
So, I think, unless there are any other questions, which we might want to get out of the way now,
I don't
Okay.
think so.
then I believe we're all caught up. Party, you are, I don't know, still in the foyer at Lysantha's manor.
Okay.
What
What
do you
time
do?
of day is it? I don't remember.
Getting to be late afternoon at this point. Well, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m.
Okay.
Early-ish afternoon.
I kind of motion to the new group and ask them if they'd like to stay here for the night or if we'd like to depart now.
Where are we going? We don't really know where we should be tracking this thing.
We're going.
Oh.
And cut out.
You just got muted,
Fuck.
Jimmy.
You're back.
Hold on.
It like cut out.
The typing.
I wish I could tell it. No, I forgot to tell it not to do that. Yeah, I said we're going hunting, friends. Perhaps Faunalin here has some knowledge of woodland hunting. I would suggest we try and track down this this beast.
I agree. We should attempt it. How much would I know about them, Travis? I don't remember if we discussed
About the party?
about the chimera.
You know nothing of chimeras.
I know nothing.
You
Okay.
got an explanation of what it is from Lysantha, but you have no first-hand knowledge.
Okay.
So Lysantha explained basically everything the party knew. But
So-
they fought it, you haven't.
They're flying beasts. I don't know if I could track that. I don't know if it can work that way, really. So
I just stare at her for a moment, and then like call like Nina and Caben away, and I say, "Let's go talk. Come on."
Yeah, I told you there's no point in trying to find this thing unless it actually starts making enough noise that rumor is, and people start talking about it. That way we can at least nail it down to an area specifically.
Do you know about chimeras, Nina?
No, but I know
No,
that trying to
not
find
really.
one's practically impossible.
Oh. Well, I mean, we're getting. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? That's what she kind of told us to do.
Let's ask
Anyways,
around. Let's ask around Sagni and see if they've heard of anything.
All right.
Perhaps find rooms for the night.
Cool. So you guys head to where?
Well, we're in Sagni right now, right?
I guess
Yes, sir.
down to the high.
I mean, do you
street.
head to an inn, or are you going to other places to gather knowledge first? What are you doing?
I would probably gather knowledge. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck I'm up
I
against.
guess are we doing that at an inn, or are we trying to like go to like a guard and ask them, or?
Well, it's still early-ish in the day, so we could go around town, find information, and then try at the inn at night when there would be more people there milling around.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Let us go get rooms. We'll figure it out from there. And I just walk off.
He just walks off.
I
Cool.
awkwardly follow.
So yeah, you grab your horse and walk off.
This-
I assume everyone else grabs their horses.
Yes,
Ye-
and Caben mutters to himself, "This reminds me of something familiar that used to happen."
I'm. And I
sort of just laugh at
I
this
just I look over my shoulder at Caben, and I'm like, "So I'll see you at the tavern, right?" Yeah, we're going to the tavern now.
point. You may want to just come back here and we'll all go
Wait, what?
in one clump.
I'm following Darian. Like,
All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
that's the thing, like,
We're making this too
he
hard.
went off
Travis, we
ahead
go
of
find it. I was impatient with talk, so I just headed off. But I'm not
Yep.
leaving them. We're going to get.
Yep.
Looking for a tavern. In
Cool.
Sac.
You
Tell me
you
about
find you find a tavern. It's called the Blue Mist, though it's called that in Elven, which probably has a cool sounding name. I don't speak Elven, so I don't know what it is. But it translates to the Blue Mist, and you guys walk in and book rooms if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I do. Yeah.
Yep, it's an establishment owned by a fairly young elven man. He welcomes you in and says, "Ah, travelers, where are all of you from?"
I reply and say, we hail from various parts of the world, but recently have come from Palatinus to the south. And I say this in Elvish.
Ah, cool. Looks at you and nods and says, "Ah, Palatinus, yes. Very interesting happenings down there recently."
You could say as much. So things are, perhaps we left them in better stead than when we first arrived.
Ah,
Excellent.
yes, the news has been more positive lately.
So yeah, we
Cool.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
he books you some rooms, and what do you guys do after?
I would probably go around town to gather information, talk to people, see what I can find. If anyone's seen one, if anyone
Yeah.
even knows what they are, perhaps town guards.
So, where do you go? Who do you go with, and what do you say to the party?
Well, I'd probably tell the party that I'm going to go out and look for more information on how to find this chimera thing, whatever it is. See if anyone's seen one or even knows what it is. If anyone wants to join me, they can.
see what you can turn up. Get it? Turn up.
I just think it's fun at this moment. You know what? I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Ladies' night.
Cool.
All right.
So you guys head out. Where
Anything
do
to get
you,
away from
where do you
that.
go? What do you do?
Well, I
I
don't-
follow Fawn's lead. I want to see what she's capable of.
Okay. All right. You want to play that game?
I want to play that game.
So I would probably try and go to the guards first, wherever they may be in the town. Seeing as
Okay.
we're just looking at an overview of things.
Yeah.
So I would go to the local town guards and ask them if they have heard of a chimera or have seen any in the area, heard any word about it from travelers.
Evening, ma'am. I haven't heard of any beast like that. Not personally. You may want to ask, I don't know, a hunter or a mage, someone who's been outside the city more than myself.
Have you heard any word from any travelers coming into town? Perhaps anyone mentioning strange beasts on the road?
We're a
Or
rather
above the
quiet
road.
village. We don't get many travelers, and those that come down come through the woods in Sienne, which is usually fairly safe, though things vary from time to time. Travelers must always be careful.
True, very true. Okay. So, I thank him for his time, and then I go to seek out perhaps any hunt, like if someone has like a business shop front for hunting and trapping or something. See if I
Yeah,
can.
cool. You can find a tanner pretty quickly.
Okay. So I would probably ask him if he's heard of it first off, seeing as he's a hunter. So.
Heard of a chimera? I'm not an expert in that kind of beast, little lady. You might want to check out the local mage. Lady Melodia tends to know more of the weird beasts.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time. I will certainly go ask her if she knows anything about it then.
All right. Want to buy some deer pelts? Would go very nice over that armor of yours.
I'll take a rain check on that.
Hmm.
All right. Got some fresh ones in the back. Could make you a nice cloak.
Rain check, rain check. I have a cloak, by the way.
Could make you a nicer cloak.
It's okay. It's okay.
Cool. So you head up.
Oh, actually, so at the cloak mention, I step forward and say, "What time of year is it, Travis?"
It is approaching late winter, early spring.
So I ask him for a nice, if he can put together a forest, just something that would blend in the forest, heavy, wet, weatherproof cloak, if you will, like something that'd be good into the spring, winter and spring.
I could certainly fix you up a nice leather one, sir. Might take a day or so, but you could come pick it up tomorrow right away.
Does he have any? What was my old cloak that got burned to crisp?
It was just kind of camouflaged cloth.
Okay.
Dyed to be kind of dull foresty colors.
And he's offering me leather, though.
Yeah.
Rather than cloth.
Yeah, he's a tanner. He deals in furs and hides.
I thank him, but say perhaps later.
All right. Good day. Cool.
day,
So you
sir.
guys go on.
Fawn, what are you we're about to go speak with a mage. Is that
Yes.
right?
That's
You,
correct.
do
Lady
you want me to
Melodia.
handle this? I have some experience with the arcane, although not at the same level a mage would.
Well, that's fine with me. If you'd prefer to do that, that's quite
Well,
alright.
I guess
Oh, you cut out
Cut
again.
out again.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. Unmute now. Damn it. Okay. Nope. All right. In a minute I'm going to hang up and rejoin the call, but
Sure.
I say, Vonalin, I'll be blunter. What I'm asking is, do you have any experience with the arcane? So you know what you're talking about, and don't sound like a fool.
I mean, a little bit. I've dabbled here and there.
Fair enough.
But perhaps if you think you'd be better at talking to her
No,
than I,
no.
that's fine.
I know
I
nothing of
understand that I'm new
hunting.
to your party.
I know nothing of hunting, and this is your hunt thus far.
JK, I actually don't.
Oh, okay.
I sort of stare at her and. So what do you do, Fawn?
Well, I stab
Is
things
your
pretty
class.
well. I stab
I,
things pretty well, you know.
Stab
Put
thing.
my hand on my swords.
Yeah, you see a couple of short swords hanging at her side.
I'll take the lead on this one. Let's go find Lady Melodia.
Okay.
Cool.
You lead the way then.
Yeah, so you guys ask around and are fairly quickly pointed over to a magic shop. It's obviously smaller than Llewellyn's, but it's a nice painted building, kind of a pleasant, like, curving wooden archway. The buildings here are all generally wood with either thatch or shale roofs. In general, elves do more woodwork than stonework or metalwork, so yeah, you come upon this nicely painted shop, and I assume you enter.
Yes.
I follow behind Durian.
Oh, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon. Sorry, lose track of the days sometimes. How can I help you?
Yes.
What's
Lady
his name?
Melodia, I presume.
You presume correctly, sir.
We have heard much about your shop and thought it
Oh,
would be
well,
good
I
to-
hope I don't disappoint. What can I interest you in?
Information to start. I
Ah.
am somewhat of a practitioner, or at least familiar with matters of the arcane, but creatures are not my forte, and we track them.
Creatures, magical creatures, yes. What are you looking for exactly?
A bastard of a chimera.
Ah, bastard? How could a chimera not know his father?
I chuckle and say, no, a nickname. The bastard part's just my. I look back and say, our feelings
Ah,
towards the beast.
Ah, you've worked with this chimera before? Very interesting. I've never heard of them talking to creatures your size before.
Yeah, no.
Walk out.
No, I say, Nina, come back. Get back in here, Nina. She speaks the truth. They can speak, and no, it didn't deign to speak with us. It did deign to just kill one of our friends and flee with
Oh,
her
my.
corpse.
Oh, how terrible! How very terrible! I'm quite sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was rough, but we now seek vengeance, and any
Ah,
knowledge and or rumor of said chimera and or any equipment to aid us in our hunt.
chimeras, yes, very dangerous. Well, I do have some magical things that may help you. I certainly have some healing potions, yes, yes. I might have a more expensive item or two if you're interested in buying.
Information first, which I will pay. Has
Oh,
there been
well,
any
yes.
rumor around it to the south? From the ocean to the
Oh,
south?
to its location. I see, yes. Well, there tend to be quite a few nasty beasts at the bluffs, just southwest of Sagni, and quite a few flying creatures. Oh, that's what the sailors say. Get too close to the shores, some of them come at the boats.
Interesting.
I don't know if the creature you're seeking is there, but it might be a good place to start. It's a bit of a large area, though. Yes. I'm
there
not
anything-
entirely certain how I could help you. Tracking it, yes. Chimeras. Chimeras. Interesting. She kind of trails off into thought there for a minute.
I add, well, we I'm sort of overrun by all of her sort of repetitions that I'm like, well, Yeah, I guess that's a good place to start. I mean, do you have any knowledge? I mean, what is she an elf, Travis?
Yes, she's an elf.
I would judge to be
Yeah.
about how old?
Probably about Faunelin's age, so human equivalent of lower 30s.
Okay. Well, I say
Not old.
in your training or in your own research, can you tell us anything that could be of use? Way perhaps to make Vince a. Did it mute again?
Yeah, it
A
like
little
went
bit,
off
but
on
we
twice.
heard, we heard what you said.
I gotta get out of this conversation so I can reboot this. I just say like any information you may have, Lady Melodia, in your training or your years of experience.
Yes.
How to bring it to the ground in particular.
Well, bringing it to the ground. Arrows, tanglefoot bags, incendiaries, anything that's ranged. Lightning bolts. Lightning bolts are always a good one. I don't believe they resist electricity. I actually don't remember offhand. And she actually pulls out like a stack of books and just whoomph, hits them down on the counter and kind of flips through one, flops it over, flips through another, kind of spins a few pages, throws it behind her, flips through another one. Chimeras. Not much information here. Doesn't say anything about resisting electricity. Thunderbolts. I actually don't have anything that could help you with that. Can you do thunderbolts, sir?
No, that is not. My skill is more in the arts of the mind.
Well, actually, yes. I do have something that might be able to help you. I have a spell with the ability to locate a creature. However, I'd have to cast it myself, and I'm not one for locating chimeras bodily with myself. Doesn't hold my interest. I like creatures more in an academic matter. However, I could scribe a few scrolls of this for you, and perhaps you could cast it. You're a wizard, sir, are you not? Oh, no, you're in armor. I'm sorry, sir, what do all of you do?
I just smile at her and say,
Point to the side.
let's see,
What would these scrolls allow us to do?
Hold on, I say, I mean, I have a spellcraft or skill and use magic device and knowledge arcana, so I should be fine. I have some skill that I should be able to use.
Yeah. So, well, but are you capable of casting spells, sir?
Yes.
You are. Excellent. What type of spells? The arcane, the divine, the power of the gods? The power of magic? Do you
The
learn your
arcane.
spells? Really? How do you learn your spells, sir?
I just
Book study or natural talent?
natural talent and
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
look, lady, do you not see the flute that I have on my back? I'm a bard.
I don't see a flute on your back. You keep your flute in the case in your backpack.
Damn it.
You don't, like, carry it out with you.
Whatever. I'm all
No,
for
I
that.
don't. You have a flute with
By
you?
this peppering of questions that about something that I've always done naturally and don't know really how I came about it.
Interesting. So you're a sorcerer, are you?
No.
Armor on, lady.
I like seriously tempted just.
Oh, no, you're armored. Are you an entertainer, sir?
Yes, a bard.
Excellent. I believe you would be able to cast this spell with some work, of course.
Yes.
It may be difficult, but it would prove worth your while. I can scribe you a scroll or several scrolls. I would recommend a few. The range is not infinite. Of locate creature, and you would be able to cast that spell after some effort and difficulty, of course. Yes.
Excellent. How much would this cost?
Yes, cost. Yes.
Well-
I should have the scrolls page open, should I not? Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, so she consults her memory and finds locate creature. Yes, well, a single scroll will cost about 700 gold. It's a bit on the expensive side.
What's
No shit.
what's the range? And what will this like? Will it just point us in a direction, or do we get will we get a
Oh,
vision
yes,
of where it is?
yes. The spell functions thusly. You will be able to slowly turn and sense when you are facing the direction of the creature you are attempting to locate, provided you are within its range. You also know in which direction the creature is moving, if any. The spell can locate a creature of a specific kind known to you. You said you fought this creature, yes? The Chimera? Oh, yes, I'm sorry, your friend. Yes, of course. You will, yes, this should work for you. Yes. It has a range of, approximately, carry the 7, of approximately 700 feet.
700 feet.
That's its range?
That's it?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, Caven. The thing was pretty big. I feel like if we're within 700 feet, we'll see it.
Yeah.
You assume you will see it. What if it is not flying? What if it is on the ground?
Then it's going to be a pretty hard bet that we're going to be within 700 feet of it.
Yeah.
Maybe true, maybe true. Do you have, this is the way I can think of locating it specifically. Do you have any other ways of getting its more general location? I'm sorry, I can't think of any myself.
I mean, we sort of tracked it at the space between Fort Kirribilli, Phoenix Point, and the ocean.
Yes,
roughly.
yes, the foothills I was talking about, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you
I
could
guess
locate its general area, this would help you narrow it down and pinpoint it. Otherwise, well,
Okay.
foothills, you may be wandering around for days, weeks even.
Right.
Well,
Well,
I
that
guess
makes
my
sense.
question is,
Maybe we can camp
Actually, I
out
have
to
a
the
question.
foothills and see if we see anything.
is there any other ways of locating things, like arcane or divine otherwise?
Oh, there are plenty. Let me think. While I'm thinking, do you have any other interests in items or potions? Anything you'd like to stock up on?
No.
Very well.
What do you have in your shop?
Yeah, what magical items do you have?
Seeing
I
as you
have
tend to
several
a
healing
list.
potions. Well, if you're considering this, perhaps I can interest you in something a little more expensive, but certainly quite useful. I have... come on. There we go. Yes, this is interesting. I have this, and she pulls out a small box and opens it. You see it's like a felt-bound box with a ring inside. She says, yes, this is a ring of protection. It will increase your, your defensiveness, decrease your chances of getting hit. It adds a, how can I say, magical bonus of deflection to your armor class.
What is this armor class you speak
Yeah.
of? Just kidding.
How much?
How much?
Well, this is better than the lowest level ring. This would cost about 8,000 gold.
All right.
Fawn has a little bit of a heart attack.
Seems.
Just a little bit.
Well, the looks on you. Perhaps if you find more gold, you can always come back here. People like yourself, the more woodsy types, and hunting down beasts such as this do tend to earn gold, might I say. I could attempt to spy on the subject from a distance.
You could what?
I could attempt to find this creature. However, I have
So that's
never met
Another
it.
location that spell?
You would have to
Yeah,
tell
no.
me everything you know about the creature.
Canvas, I was like, 40 feet away from it at one point. Can I just, give it the fullest accurate description physically possible?
Yes,
including
you
its heads?
could.
Yeah, let's do that. It had a green head that spewed acid, this.
And it.
Oh, never
Do you
forget
do
this.
that in real
Killed my
life?
friend.
Do you have any piece of it, anything of it with you?
Did we keep
actually,
Imrat's
no way.
arm?
You
no,
did
we
not.
buried it.
Damn.
burned it actually.
Alright,
Just
bud.
carrying around my like severed arm.
I don't know. Things got rough.
Actually, hard.
Durian cuddles it every night when he
What
goes to
if
bed.
what if we like described what Amarith, our friend, had on her when because the beast took her away, and all her belongings.
This is good.
Well, that
Caitlin.
wouldn't help. I'd only be able to
Do you have to locate the
spy on a
living?
creature.
Hmm.
Yes, I must look at the living. I cannot look at the dead or the inanimate.
I mean, not that we'd look at that, but like if we describe what it had with it, would that help this spell?
Absolutely, I'd need the fullest description you could give. But anything of it, any body part, any possession of its own.
Hmm.
Did we take a sample of its blood?
No.
No.
That was a mistake. Actually, hold on a second.
Nina,
Still ha-
you want me to
Alright,
stop?
Durian.
Yeah, we've never taken samples of blood ever.
Halt your attack on
Alright,
our
alright.
friend. Let us sample your blood.
Alright, seriously,
need one file.
do you still have Amaret's one foot? Amaret's been
Amaret.
playing. The one half of it.
You
Oh,
Bracelet?
the other
Durian
bracer?
said he took it off my arm.
Yeah, Durian has it.
Yes,
Yeah. Durian does
Uh,
have it.
it's
Is
not on my
there still
character.
traces of the blood on it?
It's not yet. It's full of blood.
Oh shit!
You don't know whose
Is it
blood,
possible
though.
that... I was gonna say, is it possible that Chimera's blood could be on that thing?
It's possible, but we have to get down to a spectroanalysis place to.
Lady Melodia.
Yes,
Is there
yes.
a way that I'm not familiar with this? I have an item that was a set of 2 magical items, and we have only 1 remaining. Is there any way to track its partner?
Let me see that item. Let me see it.
I hand over the bracer.
Okay, she looks it over and says, yes. So this was one of a companion pair, you say?
Yes.
Well, then I would say the other one is likely still in the creature's possession. Yes, and there's some
Brilliant
acid
deduction.
here. And there's some acid here on it. I assume that there's some burn damage. That might help as well. Yes. Give me as full of a description as you can, and I can attempt to locate this for you. It will not
Okay.
be cheap. It will be the same price as the other spell.
700.
Understood.
And I cannot
Okay,
guarantee.
you got pen and paper?
I do not need pen and paper. Give me a description. I must see it in my mind's eye.
I was gonna
I
say, I
begin,
could sketch the creature for you.
I begin recounting
You
as
have no
only
drawing
with
proficiency.
my charismatic ability in as much descriptive detail as possible describe in rhyming pentameter no less the
Nice.
beast.
Nice.
I
Cool.
perform oratory on this task.
Okay. Alright. So you give as good of a description as you can. You were all obviously quite close to it. It was only, a few days ago. It was traumatic, so it's something that stands out in your mind. So I'd say you give a good second-hand account. So that puts its will save at +5. First hand would be no bonus to it. And you also have, I would say, a possession of its. And you also have a little bit of acid, which is from the creature's body. It's not an actual body part. So I'll give that a -6. So I will say its will save to roll against this spell. I assume you're going to pay for this spell?
Yes. I
Okay.
I gestured to Nina and to Caven and say I think
Cool.
we should split the 3 of us.
Oh, I don't
You
have
know
that
what?
much.
Know what?
confidence.
Vaughn, you're part of this group too. You got any money on you?
Not very much. Actually, how much? do I
Way to
get?
pick on the newbie.
I should.
I have no idea how much I have, Travis.
Nina, you're only.
It's on there.
Nina, you're only
It's on that
upgraded just
character sheet,
because.
dog.
Let me
Okay, it is there.
make sure it's saved. It is there? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just had it open and it wasn't on there, and then I refreshed and then it was
Yep.
there. I was like, okay, I guess it was recently edited.
Yep.
Did you mention how much this costs?
700 gold.
Okay. I can probably contribute like 100 gold to it.
Cabin will pay 500.
Attaboy, Caben.
Okay.
I really did take a hit last time we went shopping. So.
Excellent, excellent. That's
Is,
600,
Nina-
just 100 more.
Nina, 50 gold me, 50 you.
I sort of look at my class and quickly look at my character sheet because I'm also pretty much.
I stare at Durian, a little annoyed.
That you're
Yeah, I
paying
can
more
do
than him?
50 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give 100 gold.
Now we're
That's
50
fair.
over.
No, that's fine. Durian gives the 100, doesn't make Nina do it, I guess.
You see, Nina, you owe me.
Or we could give like 50 back
And I
to
remember my debts.
Aben or something.
Yeah,
Nina owes me.
Okay, cool. So you pay for the spell.
We can figure it out. Maybe we can take it out of our whatever we get back from what's her face.
Yeah, so Chimera saves. Okay. Cool. So she is casting this. It's a level that. She's level that. Okay, her int would probably be about that. Okay. So I've set a DC, and the Wyvern rolls a
Wyvern?
2. Awesome.
Yes!
Awesome.
You mean
Or the
Chimera?
Chimera, sorry.
Oh, it was actually a one.
Yeah, it was actually a wyvern. Sorry,
Say, if
a
it's a wyvern,
chimera.
I'm piecing out.
Yeah. So the chimera rolls shit, and you see, as she was preparing, what was her name? Melodia. Yes, Melodia kind of gathered you all into a circle, sitting, Indian style on the floor. And she gazes into a mirror, a finely polished silver mirror. And her eyes kind of roll up into her head and give a slight glow. She says, I see it. I see the creature.
Where is it? What's it doing?
I'm looking around it. It is sitting in a nest of metal in the foothills. Let me look for landmarks. I look around and I see the ocean. Yes, the ocean to the east. With the setting sun.
How close?
It is difficult to say, but if I look southwest, I see the mountains of Taurus and Palatinus in the distance. If I look around, I see foothills to each side. It is close to the cliffs by the ocean.
Got it.
It looks wounded. Did you battle it fiercely?
It was hit.
I like to think so.
He put several arrows into its head.
Its wounds are still healing.
Do you see their friend?
Their friends, no. I see no bodies around, though it is surrounded by metal. A nest made of armor, swords, spearheads.
It sits on them?
Gold.
The metal is dull and acid-pitted. I see no shine of gold, nor silver, nor copper. Not in the nest.
Too bad.
Okay.
Is there any other information you can see around it?
Let me look around. There's not much that I can help you with.
Would you
To
be
the
able to
north. To the north there's a high rock.
How far away?
Possibly difficult to tell. A mile, a half mile, 2 miles from the nest.
Is it the tallest
Almost
rock?
straight north.
Is it like the tallest rock around, or is it just a tall rock?
It is one of the taller ones. It is difficult to tell.
Okay.
My
If we
ability to see around from this place is limited.
Did she say she saw a town to the north?
A tall
A
rock,
tall rock.
like a mile or two to the north of it.
If we give you a map, would you be able to circle what you think is the general area?
Well, I think we know. We passed through the
No.
area.
I don't
Like,
think
I
there
mean,
are any
like, oh-
maps of any clear maps of those foothills.
I mean,
People
yeah,
don't
it's-
tend to travel them.
I think what we wanted to know, it's in the foothills because there's the ocean and the mountains. That's about as general as we're gonna get.
So we follow the ocean then for the foothills.
I think so.
Okay. Think
Yeah,
that's
we'll
enough
look that up
information
for
to
us.
get us
Ah.
towards it?
Its mind has fogged to me. I'm afraid that's all I can see.
It was most helpful, Melodia.
Very helpful.
This is invaluable what you've done for us.
Durian,
I can
write down
still-
everything he said.
I can still scribe that scroll for you if you want a way to be able to detect it more closely.
You said
Well,
its range is 700 feet. You said.
Yes.
I don't have the kind of money to be throwing that around anymore.
Guys, do you?
I mean, I could afford it, but we have. Well, let's just say I have news of things ahead that I think we're going to need our wits and some cash about us after this quest.
Right, but I mean, just thinking aloud, would we have use for these scrolls? I mean, if we're just blindly using them in the foothills, I mean, 700 feet isn't going to put us within a mile or two, so we have to be pretty right on top of it, anyways. Was the nest it was on like more out in the open? Was it inside of an overhang or under a cave?
Out in the open.
Out in the open.
I think if we head out and head to the cliffs, it's over foothills and cliffs. It's slow traveling, but
The creature
We
was
could-
standing on a cliff above its nest. The nest was recessed a bit into the ground.
Okay.
it's likely that it will see us before we see it. But there's only so much coastline, and if it's close in the cliffs near the ocean, then
Right.
2 days, it's on horseback. It's a good 2 days, 3 days of travel, and
Horses are very useful, that's for sure.
Do you know if chimeras are insanely territorial? Like, if we come and find its nest, would it be more apt to attack us, or would it be more apt to just leave and find some new place to live?
They are aggressive creatures. If it had a nest, I would say it would defend its home, but I don't know how badly it was injured.
Right.
I could see wounds, but it is difficult to judge. It was simply sitting around looking around.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna leave, we're probably not gonna know where it's going anyways. So if it leaves, we get its nest. I guess we can see what happens then. But I think we have enough information to go track this thing down.
I agree.
I agree.
Melodia, you've been most helpful. Can't thank you
Oh.
enough.
Absolutely, dears, absolutely. If you find yourself in need of magical assistance, especially on beasts, I have countless tomes and great knowledge, some of which doesn't get used often enough.
Yes.
Understood.
One.
Be careful, too. There are dangerous creatures in the mountains, or in the foothills, other than chimeras, of course.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
this is straight up your alley, isn't it, Fawn?
It is.
One more thing I could ask. Do you have any
Yes.
I guess I know you deal in potions and stuff. Do you have any
Yes, of course.
resist things we could treat? This is an acid chimera after all. Do you have any things that can help us resist acid or treat our items with this or anything of that
Not
nature?
on hand. I could probably brew you something. Actually, I'm sorry, dear. I don't have the spells necessary to brew those kind of potions.
Do you know anyone in Sagny or Fort Curability that could?
No, not to my knowledge, though that doesn't mean they don't exist.
But you don't know of any other wizards or
I'm the
mages
only-
here in Sagny. You're the only one.
Yes, well, the priests here are more focused on spiritual works and less on magic.
Mm.
And I can't speak to Fort Kirribilli.
Okay.
I've not been there in probably 10 years.
Oh,
Not
well,
since it was under the human rule.
Ah. Yeah. Well, we stopped by. There was actually a pretty nice place to stay.
Ah, yes. Well, I would assume so with elves running it these days. Pardon, dear.
I know, right? It's so much nicer having the elves run everything.
Who did she pardon?
Smile. Nina, of course.
Okay, cool.
One last thing. Could I buy 2 or 3, I guess, glass jars?
Glass jars? Yes, of course.
Ooh, that reminds me.
So Travis, I'm looking something about yay big.
Oh, yay big.
Not like
okay.
a tiny little file. I mean,
Not
something
like a file, but like
not
a big.
not like a tiny file. I mean, bigger than a file, not like a huge gallon or anything.
You're looking
but-
for a mason jar.
Yes.
Okay. She doesn't have any glass ones, but she has some like clay pots that can be sealed up with large they taper at the top and they can be sealed with a large cork.
Hmm.
It's more like a
acid
jug
and
than a
what
jar.
Right. Would acid melt that?
Probably.
But acid doesn't melt glass, right?
I don't know actually what the rules are. I know it didn't in Neil's thing, so you know what? I love roleplay solemn. Let's go with that. It would probably melt the pottery.
Okay.
though.
Does she have like larger files than not?
I have this glass flask.
How big is
Literally that. A fairly large glass flask. What are you looking to
Flask.
store in it, dear?
I'll buy the flask.
Okay, you buy the
He's gonna put
flask.
fairies in it.
Yeah, he's gonna put acid in it by the looks of it.
Yep.
Who does?
So I ask after some various spell components and purchase spell components from her.
Yeah,
And
you restock on your spell components.
And I also ask her. I say, "Oh, and if Lodi, if we manage to bring this beast down, is there anything valuable that we should be on the lookout to collect?"
Chimeras. Let me look. Let me see here. Yes. The powdered horn of a chimera's goat head can be used in some spells. I would be willing to buy the horns from you. I would say 100 gold apiece. 200 for the set.
Wonderful. If we manage to come across it, you can consider us your primary buyer. Your primary buyer.
Excellent.
Weren't we supposed to give the head to what's her face?
Well, Sansa.
Yeah, the dragon head. She wanted the dragon head.
Okay.
The goat head.
Very good. Sounds good.
Josh
Very
is
good.
landing an airplane
Excellent.
in the room.
Yeah, he is landing an airplane. I was thinking that.
Cool.
Oh, back.
So do you guys ask anything else? Buy anything else?
I don't think so. I thank her a lot.
Okay. Yep,
Probably
the
2
glass
or
flask
3.
is probably
Yeah.
about 3 gold.
Okay. Taking off the
Glasses.
character sheets.
Cool.
And I still have these my 2 potions I have, Potion of Visibility and Protection from Arrows, are those like in files?
Yes, they would be. They would probably, let's see, what was it? Invisibility and what? Protection
from arrows.
Where did you get those again?
Invisibility I bought, Protection of Arrows
yes.
was a gift.
Invisibility you bought from, I think, Llewellyn, right?
Yes.
Yep, so that's in glass. Protection of arrows, right, I remember where you got that. That is in a small, like, clay file.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool, so nothing else? Excellent. You guys head out. And where do you go? What do you do?
Well, I think as a group that we should probably rest up for the night, and then perhaps we can depart in the morning.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Should stock up on resources. We could be
Rations and
weeks. We could be a week or more in the mountains.
And
So.
do you guys
You
want to go
could.
straight from here to Foothills or stop by Fort Curability?
No, I say
Straight.
we head out immediately to the foothills.
Okay. I guess if we need
I
to, we
agree.
can go there, Phoenix, to restock.
If we do it all, it could move from its spot, and then we'll lose our advantage.
I mean, if it's moved, then it's moved. We're not going to know. It's not going to move the nest or anything.
No, it won't relocate. And it sounds like what she's talking about with the metal, that it has been nesting for some time there.
Yeah,
I
it's
doubt it
made
will.
a home there. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're just sleeping and waking up and leaving in the morning, Travis.
Okay, cool. So you guys, I assume then you gather up, stock up supplies and stuff
yes.
for an extended trip.
3 weeks rations. I buy another 100 feet of rope, so there's 200 feet of rope.
Okay.
Let's lasso this
and-
bitch.
And then 7 torches is fine, and I make sure we have 30 arrows and 30 bolts at least, or 30
Okay,
extra bolts, 30 extra arrows. So whatever
Okay,
that.
so you're going 60-60?
No. So it says bags with 30 arrows
Yeah.
and 30 bolts, and that never really changes.
No, I've been reducing from that. It
Oh,
started out at 50-100 arrows.
okay. So I get 30 more arrows and 10 more bolts.
Cool.
Or a box of 20 bolts, I think is what it is.
It's box of 10, but sure.
Okay,
you
box
can
10.
go. Okay, cool. So you stock up 40. You said 30 more arrows, 60 total.
Yeah.
Excellent, awesome, done and done. Cool. So you stock up more rope, more arrows, more bolts. Stock up on food, and you guys are ready to head out.
3 weeks worth of rations rather than 2.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even update that. Sure.
Extra rations.
Yep.
Cool.
Excellent. So you guys are all stocked up.
How many horses
Yeah.
do we have now that Mizuti's not with us? Do we have her horse, or did she keep her horse?
She had a mule,
She had a
which
mule.
survived. the
Oh,
whole
that's
time,
right.
so-
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And Amareth's horse died to the acid.
And fell on her.
Yep. And fell
Oh.
on her, which didn't
So
help.
Does
Fawn,
Fawn does Fawn have a
Fawn.
horse?
nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Fawn is riding kind of a strawberry roan Arabian.
Oh.
Nice.
Or excuse me,
Yeah.
Appaloosa, strawberry roan Appaloosa. I don't think Arabians.
I
are
let Travis
generally-
pick it out because I don't know
Totally.
anything
I
about
totally know
horses.
what-
So I was like, okay, there's colors. I know
Yep.
there's different breeds, but you know.
You can Google strawberry roan Appaloosa for sale.
You probably
Spell
can.
Appaloosa.
It'll spell it for you.
Oh, there it is.
it'll complete that one. It knows
Just
what.
strawberry
Don't worry.
roan AP, and you'll get Appaloosa.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a nice horse, Amra.
Yep.
It's a
You,
nice
you'd
horse.
say her
Fawn, sorry.
horse looks like that.
Oh, I was about to Google a picture, but okay.
Nice. Lovely.
Okay.
Oh.
Well done. So I guess all the supplies are just on my horse in like saddlebags or something.
I assume you split them up between you, right? You're not going to have it on one person's.
Sure.
You can if you want. You let me know. What do you?
Nope. We split it up. I don't think we had before, but now that we're down a horse, I think we.
Yeah. Cool.
For a while,
so,
it was on our extra horse, you know.
Yeah.
What did
so
we split up?
supplies.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was.
It's all on my character
Yeah,
sheet
my
right now,
horse
but we can.
Yeah.
Sub it. I think it's easier to have that things as a group, and we'll just say it's split evenly.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
I give Caben 100 feet of rope, and Nina the other 100 feet of rope.
Choice.
Okay.
Sweet.
I guess I'd put it on in my bag.
Not that much rope.
All right.
On your horse.
So you guys start heading
He
out,
wears it like
and
Wonder Woman.
where were you going first of all?
I think we were
The foothills.
more following
Oh.
the ocean down to the foothills than the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't stopping at the fort then.
No.
No, we weren't going to Fort Curability.
Okay.
Oh, that is a flaming red horse.
Yeah.
By the way, the night before.
Yeah,
the
do
night
you
before
healed everyone up?
Oh yeah, so I have not cast spells today, so I administer to Caben first.
Okay.
And then think on how I'm gonna have to start being the heal bot.
Yep.
Roll.
Heal me for.
I actually have to look up what my bonus is.
1d8 plus 5.
Thank you.
Yep.
9 for yourself.
Not
Thank
bad.
you.
And let's see. It's level 1 spells. I do one for myself, another one for myself. Wow, that's awesome. And another one for Caben. That's also awesome.
Did I get another 9?
Another 9 and 12 for me.
Okay.
Which brings me to full. No. 22 of 25. Save. And I
Yeah.
say I'll deal with the rest later. And then I problem drink into the night and then go to sleep at some point.
Okay, you turn a bunch, or some of the water you have on you into strong.
Yeah, I don't pay for anything. I go to my room and drink water that's.
Oh,
Okay, you keep cutting out, but cool. I got the gist of it.
Water that was.
You
Turn
drown your sorrow in very strong ale. Excellent. You guys wake up the next morning and are ready to head out.
Hey guys, let's head out. Are you ready to head out?
Oh, and you all gain. Did you fight the previous day? No, you didn't. You all gain 2 HP
Oh yes.
because you
Yeah.
you have someone with the heal skill, which is Caben, but you don't have a healer. Or I think I gave you an extra +1 for each person with the heal skill. Fawn, do you have the heal skill? I don't think you do.
Let me double check. I don't think so either. I do have it.
You took a
It's one of
rank
my-
in it?
I didn't take a rank in it, but I have.
No, then you don't have it.
Damn. Technically,
Fuck
that's
off.
still at least.
Useful.
Cool. So you guys saddle up and head out. Durian, do we do any more heals in the morning, or everyone looks fairly healthy at this point?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Okay,
I
excellent.
heal Nina once. Say, Nina, look a little
Yeah.
beat up still. Take that. That's
Take that.
Take that, you
Aw.
poker.
good, guys. I need to get this out of my system. And in fact, I go over and I heal Caben again.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh.
Haven's
Overkill.
feeling amazing.
I am 59 of 59 now.
You what?
Is it still cutting out on my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on with my thing today?
That's all right.
Just don't
Like
type.
when Andy plays League with us.
Yep. So you heal everyone up, and you saddle up and head out. And I think it's a perfect time for a break.
Yeah.
Oh, and I already
Yes,
have my
it
beer and everything.
is.
All right. Well, we will be back in a few minutes. Thanks
Yeah,
for
give me time
for
to update the
watching.
log. Alright.